Can you attribute some direct cost savings right now to this system?
Absolutely.
With your budget, could you attribute a percentage to savings on your budget to this system? Chemicals, labor, all that, or not?
I mean, chemicals and fertilizer, absolutely. Labor's a little tougher. I mean, chemicals and fertilizer, I'm easy 20% of the system within the first year. So call that 5-year return on investment. This is being conservative. Now, labor-wise, significantly reduce hand watering. We don't do nearly as many afternoon laps.
But now that you've had it, you've seen the tangible results.
Absolutely, and I can go to them and say, hey, over 3 years, I've knocked 60 to 70% of the cost of this thing off from just my operating budget.
Right.
So they're able to see that. They know that's happening, and they're also hearing the golf course is getting better. The golf course is more consistent. Greens are firmer during tournaments. We no longer have the name Lake No Roll.
Right. Much more positive member comments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Year one blew us away. Year one, I mean, we didn't fertilize teaser approaches the entire first summer. I skipped an entire bulk app the first summer, just going off of what the plant needs, what we were looking at. It was just growing on what was still in the soil.
How about, are you seeing any reduction in your use of pesticides or wetting agents or anything like that yet?
So on the wetting agent side, that was probably one of the first things that we totally pulled out. We put our wetting agents through fertigation system, and we totally pulled back on that. And that's been probably a $15,000 to $20,000 savings.
That CO2, when it dissolves in water, becomes carbonic acid, and carbonic acid is a nice weak acid. So it really doesn't harm your soil biome like, let's say, sulfuric acid or any of the other acids did. Prior, were you using another acid or not?
Yes, we had used sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acids, and the cost. I mean, the cost is substantial when using the different types of acids you may use compared to the CO2.
Right. CO2 is a much less expensive alternative.
Correct. We're probably going to spend a third of what we spent in the
And would you say it's more effective and safer?
I mean, you can see it firsthand, you know, with the sensiphone system that's tied to the system. We can monitor it, you know, in real time.
Have you been able to determine if you can water less and still provide quality turf?
Yes, absolutely. You know, we've seen our usage on the golf course go down anywhere from 10 to 12%.
You know, as we know, you know, this technology is a substantial investment, but I want to talk about the value that you see for that investment. Now, from your perspective, since you were able to grow it in faster and better, there's actually a dollar value you can attribute to that. Were you able to open sooner or get play faster?
Yeah, absolutely. We were able to hit a near impossible open date. We closed in, let's say, end of May, and we reopened for season the first week of December. I would not have been able to get through the season definitively with the amount of play and meeting expectations if it wasn't for nano bubble technology. The two greens that did not receive the treated water were a very difficult playing surface to manage this year. Plus, anything we can optimize and reduce what we're doing physically, that means we're doing things for less money, less time spent on things.
So golf courses that are looking to renovate in the future, if they asked you, would it be beneficial and valuable to implement this technology prior to their grow-in?
Yeah, and I'd say this needs to go in, you know, the first section. This technology gives you the opportunity to benefit in every scenario of golf course construction, maintenance, future projects. I'd say this is a key player, and you're going to get more out of your soil. You're going to keep your new infrastructure of your water cleaner. You're running everything off lower energy.
Okay, I want to look back before you started your renovation. If I came to you and said, hey, I got this great technology that's going to simplify things, make it grow in quicker, you're going to save all this, and you'd never heard about it, you wouldn't really have been a believer.
I wouldn't have believed you. Yeah.
You've had it now for 6 months. Are you a believer?
Absolutely. Yeah. And very happy to be a pioneer. I feel like it's it's already paid value. I paid off the equipment in 60 days for just reduction of the allotment of budgeted water for the grow-in.
And what
I
was
saw
roughly the
instant
cost of
savings.
your install?
About 250,000.
Right, and you saved that in 60 days.
60 days, yeah, just in reduction of potable water that I had budgeted to use for the grow-in. Yeah, right away. And I'm thankful. I feel thankful to have it now and very excited for the future. We were trending towards almost $500,000 a year in potable water to treat our entire golf course with. No way of reducing that in sight.
Okay, so today, are you using any potable water?
Yeah, but significant savings upwards of 80% to date.